we start usually these conversations with the quarterback position. And of course, that's Derek Carr for the Raiders. They're all in on Derek Carr. And I want to go to a quote that was released last week where he said, "We were 3 or 4 plays away from having 12 or 11 wins, literally 3 plays. We were so close, especially we feel so confident on the offensive side with all the weapons and all those kinds of things. Now adding Gus Bradley and Giannis and the different guys we've added to our defense. I mean, we're kind of excited to say the least. So we're really looking forward to the season." Is this something that you agree with, you disagree with? How do you feel about these words from Carr?
Well, I mean, there's a lot to say there. Ultimately, I don't know if I agree with him because I don't think it's true. I actually got some heat for it because I did a tweet. It was on Pro Football Talk, and I tweeted Pro Football Talk saying, yeah, but okay, you can take that lane, but you can also take the other lane. You're 5 plays away from being 3-13.
Right.
That's the NFL season. And there's ebbs and flows. And, to quote Bill Parcells, you are what you are. They were 8-8. And I think at the end of the day, that's what they were, an 8-8 team. Maybe 7-9 team, maybe 9-7 team. 8-8 is what they were. They weren't good enough for the playoffs. And that's what it is. So sometimes I think Derek he's a very nice person. He's very optimistic. He feels that's how he needs to lead, and that's fine. But it's also kind of misleading to say, they had, point to the Miami loss, which was, ridiculous, that night after Christmas, the Saturday night game. But they had the counterpart with the Jets win, which, cost Greg Williams his job. Yeah. Those are the 2 silliest endings in the NFL. And then you get the 2 Charger games, and then you get the 2 Chiefs games. So, yeah, I mean, they were competitive, but they were 8-8. So I just don't think it's as simple. The 2021 Raiders season is as simple as if we can just really tighten up at the end in 3 games, we're an elite team. I don't know I think that's a little disingenuous.
I think my question specifically when it comes to Carr and the Chiefs is, why does he look like Brett Favre in these games and is daring? And it seems like it's just another player. Can you make any rhyme or reason for why Carr, at least last year, played the Chiefs in a different style, in a different way?
Yeah, I mean, last year, this is a guy that really struggled against the Chiefs. And going into last year, it was really the albatross of his career hanging over him. And it was a big win for him to win in Kansas City. And, was it victory lap worthy? I don't know, but it was a big win. And he played well against them, and he played well a lot. But then I think the key was that the Raiders' offensive line really had its way against the defensive line in those 2 games.
Yeah.
And he is at his best when he's getting really good protection. I know that's easy to say. That's kind of the key to a lot of quarterbacks. But with him in particular, and I think, you didn't ask this question, but in a broader scope and in the Raiders' offensive, because, the Raiders are going to get to the playoffs if they have a great offense, right? That's what it's going to be. They need a great offense this year. The offensive line changed dramatically. They traded 3 starters, and they have a lot of young, unproven guys, and you have Richie Incognito, who's on the other side. He's 38, and he only played in 2 games last year. This offensive line has to stay healthy, and the young guys have to really produce, or it could be, a tough season for Derek Carr as far as, being protected and being comfortable. He's at his best when he's comfortable.